Okay. Hit it.
I'm so lost without you. I don't know the words, but we keep it going.
Deadpool. You know what time it is? Time to talk about DP2.
Not double penetration.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was gonna go there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyways,
Go ahead. Did you guys like the movie?
No. Yes.
man,
Yes.
it was great. It was really good.
I loved it.
From beginning to end. Like, I'm not gonna lie though. To me, Deadpool is one of those characters. You either love him or you find him extremely annoying. Like, it's kind of like, you know,
I think that's just Ryan Reynolds, period.
maybe. Yeah.
Well, his usual characters. His
Yeah.
usual characters are like annoying,
I don't know, but
douchebaggy.
Yeah, he plays that douche character.
I'm
He
okay
plays
with
it great.
I like the douchebag.
I don't know, because there were some moments where I, like the comedy was good, and then there were some moments where it was just like,
I feel like a drag.
damn, like shut the fuck up, shut up, Deadpool.
okay.
Like, go do some other stuff or something.
Like he wanted to get a little bit more into the comic book, maybe like the
Not even the
superhero
comic,
part of it.
but it's kind of like the comedy they were going with. Like it's like I said, you either love it or you hate it.
So you're saying it's like an acquired taste?
Yeah, that's why. Cause like, well, I was gonna say because it kind of was like in the first Deadpool movie, it was refreshing because you didn't have a character like that, you know?
Or a movie like that.
Exactly,
Period.
or a movie like that. So this second go around, I already knew what to expect. So I guess it kind of like fucked with my expectations, and you know, like I didn't think I would get like there were moments where I was kind of like tired of Deadpool. You get
It's crazy. I feel like I'm the opposite. When the movie first started, like I was so into it. Like the character was dope. Obviously, we've seen him in Deadpool 1, but I feel like he did such a great job that I completely forgot about all the other characters that were in the movie. Like when they showed Cable, I completely forgot he was in the movie because I was so into
Me
what
too,
Deadpool
actually.
was
I think
doing.
when I was watching it too, I forgot. Oh, that's right, he is in this
Yeah,
shit.
it was like a bonus. It was like a surprise, and because that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like Deadpool did such a good job in the beginning of the movie. Like, you were so entertained that he made you forget about all the other characters.
Yeah, I mean the way that they set up the movie, there's like 2 or 3 like I guess scenes that they're going into before the whole movie even starts.
Yep.
So they kind of lead you up, not once but twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they set it up pretty well, honestly. I enjoyed the beginning of
You
it.
didn't watch the first one, so they kind of did that in the first part.
I didn't watch the first one, and I thought
My bad, I mean to throw you in the bus.
Listen, I still got this fresh ass tea I bought today because I love the movie that much. But honestly, I don't think that you need to watch the first movie to enjoy the second movie because I enjoyed the movie just as good.
I would agree. Yeah, I think the only thing you really you need to carry over. You don't even need to carry over from the first one. It's just like the characters. It's literally like even if you don't know the characters, like you said, you enjoy the experience nonetheless.
Exactly, and they added a bunch of new characters anyway.
Yeah,
and
so
it's interesting seeing how like everybody interacts because again, there's like scene after scene where even though Ryan Reynolds is funny on his own, like when you throw in like the combination of this character and that character, it's hilarious. Again, one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they're all together and they're at Cable's house. They're like, no, let me tell the joke. No, let me take it back from the beginning. Remember how like Cable says, I forgot what he says, and they all try to make a pun or a joke.
Oh yeah, then he's like and then Domino beat Weasel to it.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck, like
like that. The comedy in this movie, I say, like is better than the first movie for sure. Like as much as I love the first movie, the comedy in this one is like far more consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's something that I enjoyed a lot about this movie is that like the comedy is on point, the sarcasm is there. I mean, like there's so many innuendos that if you're not really paying attention, you might just miss them.
Yeah.
But if you're paying attention, then you really feel, like the writers, they throw some things in there.
Deadpool would disagree with you. There's many points where he's like, that's just lazy writing.
Which also I think is great because throughout the whole movie he breaks the fourth wall and talks to the audience a whole time, and I think that's like pretty.
And I feel like that's how they mask like some things, like with the whole lazy writing thing. Like he throws it out there to let you know. That's how they mask it. Like that's how to make it funny, but also to mask
to actually admit it. To actually admit it.
For all the haters that say, "Hey, that's some lazy writing," he just
you're right. It's lazy writing.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got a multi-million-dollar
and
movie.
it's still funny. It still works.
Yeah.
It's still hilarious. Like you still laugh at the joke even though you're fully aware of what's happening.
Bro, the whole movie was just entertaining from beginning.
What did you guys think about the action though? Like,
I would say again, it's possibly better than the first one. To
Really?
me personally, yeah. Even the CGI fight.
oh yeah, big CGI fight coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like not a big fan of CGI, but the CGI on this movie was on point. Like it was pretty dope.
It wasn't that much, was it?
You hate
Or-
CGI.
Actually, no,
I
yeah,
hate
it was-
CGI to be honest. Like I'm old school, like Jurassic Park, like animatronics
Yeah.
type movies. But that's no longer. So.
Trying to go Jim Henson in all those movies.
Yeah.
Can't do
So
all
now
that.
I gotta adapt to those type of movies.
Guy-
It was
guy-
good though. It was good though. I love the CGI. It wasn't too much. It was dope. It looked awesome. Like, and that goes back to characters. There was an appearance by Juggernaut, and he looked all CGI, but he looked dope.
Yeah, he actually did look dope. I'm not gonna lie. His helmet looked cool. Like,
Even Colossus looks dope.
yeah,
He's-
I think he looked a little bit better than in the first one. I'm not gonna lie. He looked a bit more believable.
Yeah, and they gave him a little bit more, to do this time around. And,
Yeah.
more of an anchor, I guess, for
Deadpool.
Exactly, but my favorite character for sure was Cable.
Yeah, Cable was-
Like Cable and Deadpool, when they're both on scene,
Pretty
like,
badass.
like they're badass. They work well off each other. Like, shout outs to Josh Brolin, man.
Yeah,
This
first coming off of Thanos and then going to another character and doing great.
And I'm telling you, in this movie, like again, Cable is just like he's funny without trying to be funny.
Yeah.
He's so serious.
I love that.
And no matter how serious he gets or what he threatens freaking Deadpool with, Deadpool just throws comedy in his face, and he doesn't know how to process it.
And it's so funny. I wasn't expecting Josh Brolin or Cable to be a funny character,
Right? Like,
because you see him as Thanos, and he's a serious character and trying to destroy the world, and then you see Cable, and he kind of throws a little comedy in there, and it mixes so well. It's like
Yeah.
they're both comedians; they could just blend in so perfectly.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character?
I mean, honestly, I enjoyed all the characters. If I had to say my favorite character, I would have to say, what's the chick's name? Domino?
Domino.
Oh, she's my Black Widow. And they say it in the movie, but she is gorgeous.
She
and
is.
I don't even know who plays her character.
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie on the beats.
Shouts to Zazie Beetz. Also, I actually wanted to touch up on, guys, the fact that there is a lot of, I guess, things that you don't really expect happening in the movie that that you can really enjoy. For example, all the superheroes that
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah.
spoil it, but I mean, there's a part of the movie where basically
They all die.
Spoiler alert.
That's my favorite part. Everybody's in the plane. Everybody's getting suited up to drop. They drop so casually. They even have like civilians that don't have any powers, and he pushes them off of the plane like he's falling off of the jungle gym or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the view when he dives in, like it's like
Intense.
so intense.
Yeah.
And then little by little, every single person just starts dying.
You know that too because they hyped that scene up. Like they went through interviews.
And that was where we get our first look at the Vanisher.
Oh my god! I wrote that. That's my favorite character.
That was my favorite
Bro,
character.
oh my god! I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. I felt like a little girl.
I never thought just seeing a parachute coming down from a
Yo,
CG thing would bring me so much
hilarious.
joy.
It was literally just a strap, and
Yeah.
you just see it floating.
For those of you who
down.
don't know, watch the movie, and when we mention the Vanisher, you'll see why it's so
That's
funny. Or
definitely
you won't
my-
see why it's so funny.
That's definitely my favorite
Yeah.
character.
But yeah,
Who's your favorite character?
the Vanisher.
Boy?
And Cable was pretty badass too. He broke a lot of arms. Now that I'm thinking about it, he used his arm and I don't know how many
Yeah.
people's arms he went through, man.
breaking arms.
And that's what the Terminator should look like.
Yeah,
John
Those
Connor.
flimsy ass hand he had.
Okay, I think he calls him John Connor
Yeah,
at one
John
point.
Connor, yeah.
Chill, John Connor, or something like that. But yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, the siege, his arm, because for you guys that don't know, Cable has been infected with a techno-organic virus. So that's why he's half machine. But the way it looked in the movie, it looked so dope. It looked pretty real. The way it was taking over his body and stuff. I don't know, the movie.
By the way, what's a little background on Cable?
Well, Cable is from the future. He's the son of Cyclops, Scott Summers, and the clone of Jean Grey. I forgot her name. I think it's Madeline Pryor, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's the son of them, and he just grows up to be another super OP mutant. But the reason he doesn't use his powers is because he uses his powers to keep his virus under control. Because if not, that thing would just spread continuously and take him over.
Yeah.
So he has so much power, but he just uses it to keep his shit in check. But yeah, he's actually another badass character.
Hey, can we just add that Josh Brolin totally looks like John Cena?
I think Walsh was like
Josh Brolin.
Get this Full Metal arm, by the way. Give him a Winter Soldier arm.
Got Josh Brolin on set. Yeet.
Halfway.
What would you guys rate the movie?
Me, I think I would give it a. I'm not as much as I love this one. I'm a bigger fan of the first one. The first one to me was because, like I said, when I went to the first one, I didn't know what to expect, and they just blew me away the first time. So this time I kind of knew, what Deadpool's character was. So it got a little bit tiring, like I said at some point, but I give it an 8. Still a great movie. Go watch it. It's amazing.
I'm actually like on the opposite end of that. I say the second one is better than the first one. Only because I feel like everything they escalated, they took everything about the first one and they just like pumped it full of comedy. And the world overall feels a little bit more alive, I would say. So I would give it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
I loved it. I was entertained from beginning to end. I would say I would give it a 9.5. And I prefer the second one over the first because, I think the second one was just a better overall movie.
If I had to give these guys a rating, I haven't seen the first one. I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought there was great violence. There was a lot of blood, a lot of gore. The soundtrack was great. Lil Pump's in there. If you guys hype me up, every action scene, I think it was great. 9 out of 10. I would go check it out.
Dubsteps for pussies.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys think.
Stay chunky.
Chunky Rich.
Would you look at that? It seems like we have ourselves a finished painting. So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs not drugs.